Computer, select the best M.A.S.K agents for this mission.
Personnel selected. Vehicle code name, Rhino.
Welcome back, YouTubers. Today we are taking a look at the one and only Mobile Armored Strike Command, Rhino.
We're next.
Let's give it a good show.
And I'm not ashamed to admit that this is one of my all-time favorite pieces of my childhood collection. And I've been asked by a few of my viewers to get this thing in front of the camera and finally do a review.
If they want it so desperately, why don't we let them have it?
Well, you heard the man. On with the review. With the end of the highly popular Star Wars line in 1985, Kelly came up with a brand new toy line, in a way combining G.I. Joe and Transformers with a new toy line called M.A.S.K. And as you can see, the Rhino is proudly displayed on top of the M.A.S.K logo. And what does M.A.S.K stand for? Mobile Armored Strike Command. Yep, that's command spelled with a K. Well, you know those 80 acronyms. They thought if G.I. Joe could get away with it, so can't we. When this toy line was released, I was absolutely hooked. Not only did they have fantastic toys, but an amazing animated series, which in my opinion had the best theme song for the time. The artwork on all the packages was absolutely amazing, and on this box, Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato looked like they were ready to take care of business. And with this toys running in the 1/25th scale, they actually came with 2 figures.
Nothing like teamwork.
And even though they didn't paint their eyes, it didn't really bother me that much because they came with fantastic masks. And also, not even sure if they had the technology to paint that small at the time. And as I said, this entire toy line was in the 1/25th scale. Don't let that size fool you. What it lacked in size, they made up for in playability and fun. One other thing I wanted to point out is Ken always added the "We Really Do Care" logo on all their products. This is absolutely true. These older toys were built with care and well designed. The first figure we'll take a look at is Bruce Sato.
Bruce Sato, mechanical engineer, mechanical specialist. Vehicle code name, Rhino.
Bruce was always giving out Confucius-like wisdom to all his teammates, much to their confusion.
If a fish flies, look not for a fish, but a bird inside.
There he goes again, Matt. Not making any sense.
Bruce was geared with the lifter mask, and in the animated series, it made things levitate.
Lifter on.
The second figure included was Matt Tracker, the leader of the M.A.S.K team. And Matt is wearing his Rhino uniform and is geared with the Ultra Flash mask. Not only was this mask the closest thing to the logo, it shined an ultra bright light to disorient his enemy.
Maybe I can throw a little light on the situation. Ultra Flash on!
These figures had great articulation for the time period. I'll bring it in nice and close so you can see what's going on. His head does move left and right. The arms move around 360 degrees. They can bend at the waist and also bend at the knees. This way, these figures and all the other figures can fit in their corresponding vehicles. Let's put Bruce in the passenger seat. He sits in there perfectly. And close the door. I'm going to grab the truck and flip it around and put Matt in the driver's seat. And you'll notice He fits in there perfectly, and they also designed these guys to actually hold their steering wheels. And of course, now for the star of the show, Rhino.
Vehicle code name Rhino.
This Kenworth 7900 tractor pulling rig in 1/25th scale was absolutely amazing. It was covered in chrome from head to toe, front to rear, and I think the red color was absolutely gorgeous. And it was also included with real rubber Goodyear tires, and all the rims were chrome to boot. And this grand rig was only occasionally driven by Matt,
That is strange.
and primarily driven by Bruce throughout the animated series. Let's go over some of the features of the Rhino truck. There's a hidden defense unit back here, and you pull this back, you flip the top up, and flip the ramp down, and this actually exposes all the great computers inside, and those stickers inside will let your imagination run wild. The wind deflector on top rotates 360 degrees and turns into a radar dish. Flip it up, and you can rotate it all the way around and pretend like it's picking up all of Venom's signals. It also comes with this absolutely enormous missile, which is practically the same size as the figures. And I'll show you how this works. Let me set the truck up, and this actually goes into the launcher right here. Push it down till it clicks, and push the button on the back. Yep, still works perfectly. Okay, let's close up the defense base and push this forward. And you'll notice on the back here there's two chrome buttons. And the button closest to the driver's side, you press down, it operates the spring-loaded grill battering ram. And the spring on this thing is still powerful. Just goes to show you the quality of these toys. Now for the second button, we spin the truck all the way around, and that one's closest to the passenger side. And what that's going to do is a spring-loaded ejection seat, and that's to dispatch any of those unwanted passengers. This thing still works just as good as the first day I got it, way back in the 80s. And just when you thought the playability was done, even the smokestacks have a few capabilities. They bring it around to the front. They're a little fiddly to get around these side view mirrors, but you pull them out and set them like so. And we'll do the same for the passenger side. Now the first use for these two cannons is an offense weapon, the laser cannons.
Time to make the fox run from the scarecrow.
The second use is the anti-gravity cannons.
The anti-gravity cannons. Quick!
Whoa, Bruce, shut this thing off. You're making me dizzy. I never was good on amusement park rides. Whew, thank you. And the final weapon is used for defense and those quick getaways. The Rhino smokescreen.
Smokescreen on.
Guys, you're gonna set off the smoke detectors. Can we do something about this smoke?
Rhino's ultraflex.
Oof, I'm glad those ultra bright headlights still work. And for the final play feature, and one of my favorites, is the vehicle splits in two.
Split into two teams.
The chrome trailer hitch flips up and exposes a hidden seat. This is great if the Rhino gets taken out of action or needs to scout ahead. Well, that's going to wrap up my review of the Mobile Armored Strike Command Rhino. Thank you for taking a walk down memory lane with me, and did you have this amazing rig as a kid? Do you have a M.A.S.K memory you'd like to share? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you like what you see, join the community and hit that subscribe button. And remember, help a fellow collector out and share your knowledge.